Guys, have you ever felt like you were being treated favorably? I'm surprised. Why do people choose? I feel it's really unfair if some people are treated better than others, even though the conditions are the same.
Very often, especially at home. Sometimes parents pay more attention to younger siblings.
Why do you think people can be selective?
I think maybe because of emotional closeness. For example, parents are sometimes closer to children who are more obedient. So it looks like favoritism.
Yes, I also felt the same way at school. There are some teachers who seem to love certain students more. Sometimes people also choose people because they have similar characteristics. For example, they prefer people who have the same hobbies or similar views. But still, that's not fair.
Very true. Choosing love can make us feel inferior and insecure.
Yes, and the impact can be long-lasting. For example, we feel underappreciated or even jealous of others.
Agreed. This sometimes happens in the office too. There are bosses who pay more attention to certain employees, so others feel neglected.
I wonder how we can deal with this situation of favoritism. We can't let it go on forever. It could damage the relationship.
I usually try to talk directly to the person concerned. Let them know our feelings in a kind and non-accusatory way.
Yes, communication is important. But sometimes it's also difficult if people don't want to understand.
Agree. Apart from that, we also need to introspect ourselves. We also have to try to be fair to other people. Don't let us become perpetrators of favoritism without realizing it. It is important for us to recognize our own unconscious biases.
Yes, that's right. For me, I try to focus more on positive things and keep trying to show our abilities. Let them see that we can do it too.
That's good too. The important thing is not to let favoritism make us feel inferior.
Right? We must remain confident and try our best, whatever the conditions.
That's right. We can't control other people. But we can control ourselves.
Agreed. So, if there is favoritism, we deal with it with good communication and remain focused on developing ourselves.
Yes, and it's also important to build a culture that values fairness and transparency, whether at home, school, or work. For example, in the workplace, there can be clear policies about performance appraisals and rewards, so everyone knows the basics.
That's right. Maybe we can also provide constructive feedback. If someone feels disadvantaged, they can provide input for improvement without having to blame.
In essence, there needs to be a joint effort to create a more just and harmonious environment. All parties must be willing to be open and understand each other.
Yep, totally agree. We start from ourselves not to show favoritism, so that other people can also follow our example.
Great. Hopefully we can continue to try and set a good example. Let's try to apply it starting from ourselves first. If everyone has good intentions, it can definitely be done.
Agreed?
Agreed.